against the Yankees. Two close wins in dramatic fashion for a 7th straight series win, putting them in a familiar position on top of the NL East. Tonight they meet the Phillies. Max Scherzer gets the call in Game 1, looking to continue the domination. It's going to be a jumping Friday night, Nationals Park. Place is going to be full. Some Philly fans here. The Nats are red hot. Bryce back in the lineup. And hopefully 4, I don't know, maybe 5 at-bats tonight. That would be awfully nice for the Nats, who won 5 in a row and 17 out of 21. Recent success, FP. The numbers pile up. The offense keeps on coming, but all departments working well together.
Yeah, offense, defense, pitching, starting pitching, relief pitching. When you look at the numbers, the home runs, the most in Major League Baseball, the fielding percentage, great. The 11-2 record, 17 out of their last 21. They're doing it all.
We saw a different dimension to Max Scherzer on the road trip at Arizona and at San Diego. This guy never wants to concede a run for an out, anything like that. It's all in for him.
Well, you just like the way he sits at 92, mixes in all of his pitches, and then when the heck starts breaking loose behind him, he's got that extra gear to say, I got this. And you remember his last start, 11 strikeouts. He was fantastic. 28 10-plus K game of his career, third 10K plus game this season, and his last 3 starts, 37 strikeouts against just 4 walks.
So the National League ranks for Max Scherzer. He's all there. ERA, what they're hitting against him, the strikeouts to walks, pitches per inning, innings total. He's there in almost every category there is. So it's going to be an interesting series. Always is when the Nats and the Phillies get together. Ian Desmond's been a whole lot better lately at short. In fact, he's been very good. Nats have gone a week without an error. Ryan Zimmerman getting it done at first base. Denard Span, as FP says, hashtag spanning at center. This ball club is a complete ball club, playing every department very well right now. First one since Aaron Barrett won it in Colorado last year. That's Aaron Harang on the left. He's got some catcher's gear on, and we'll see who gets, well, off the field first.
It was Brandon Barnes in Colorado last year against Aaron Barrett. But Aaron Harang is winning this one for me. Look at him. Starting pitcher. He's got full catcher's gear on. He's got they just threw him the glove, so he didn't have the glove. Now he's got the glove. Aaron Barrett going rally helmet on backwards. And this is how the weekend is starting. I love it.
Clear skies, 73 at game time tonight. Just a beautiful night at the ballpark for baseball. In batting practice today, it was carrying pretty well, although we do have some breezes blowing in right down Half Street from left field. The Phillies are last in the major leagues in runs and home runs. They're having a hard time scoring runs. Ben Revere, though, 6 career hits against Max Scherzer, knows him well from the American League.
Well, they better hope that Marvin Hudson isn't around, or neither one of them are going to see this game.
So we have a good old-fashioned standoff here. Aaron Harang,
he's still on the field,
is my favorite to have to get off the field first because he's on the grass edge of the warning track, and Aaron Barrett's right up against his dugout rail, and third base umpire Bruce Dreckman's not liking this.
Yeah, Bruce Dreckman is telling him to get off the field. He's still standing there.
Aaron Barrett is ignoring the umpires. Max Scherzer is ready.
My goodness.
And they're both still on the field.
They're standing on the field. And Ben Revere is stepping out and wondering what in the world is going on. And Aaron Harang is not budging.
Now Scherzer walks off the mound and the crowd's starting to catch on.
All right.
They're going to go ahead and pitch. First pitch, 7:06. That's why we're a minute late. Aaron Harang leaves, and Aaron Barrett's the winner.
And the Nats dugout just went nuts. Barrett is 2-0, folks. He is undefeated and still the heavyweight standoff champ.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, if that helps you win a series, whatever.
All right, here's the end of it, folks. I mean, Friday night, you're just getting home from work. You think you're turning on Phillies Nats, but you get a standoff, and the winner is standing ovation for the Nats dugout. All the fans behind the dugout. That was awesome.
And a little pop fly to left. Short left field. Ian Desmond grabs it. It was amazing to see where the Nats were playing Clint Robinson on that. We'll revisit that the next time Revere comes up.
So last start for Max Scherzer, he threw the fastball 58% of the time at 94 miles an hour. Slider, curveball 24%, changeup 18%. It was the highest percentage of changeup he's thrown this year. Remember that 11 strikeout game against the Padres, 7 shutout innings. You see opponents hitting just 207 against the big right-hander.
And a strike on a high fastball to Freddie Galvis. Galvis is only 3 for his last 20, but he's still in the top 10 in the league, hitting .319.
See, Barrett has a little better strategy than his opponents in his 2-0 record. He stands closer to the dugout.
That's the key.
If you remember, Brandon Barnes was too far out there last year in Colorado, and they told him to get off the field or they were going to kick him out. Aaron Harang, just a little bit too far out there, couldn't stay as long as Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett a big guy, but he blends in well. So Scherzer went fastball changeup to get 0-2. Misses blown away. 17-year veteran, the crew chief Alfonso Marquez has the plate. That's Bruce Dreckman over at third base, his 16th year. Ben May, second base, Dan Bellino at first. Swing and a miss on 80. Breaking ball diving straight down, 2 outs.
So the defense for the Nats tonight behind Max Scherzer. Clayton Robinson getting the start in the left field. Span Harper, your other 2 outfielders. Desmond Escobar left side. Espinosa Zimmerman right side. And Wilson Ramos behind the plate. Clayton Robinson getting the start tonight against Sean O'Sullivan.
And he's playing way over toward the left field line for Chase Utley as well. Chase Utley is another hitter like Revere, or rather like Galvis, kind of going in opposite directions. Utley is on a 6-game hitting streak, 9 for 20, and that has his batting average up to only 169. That's a shocker.
Well, he was dropped to the 6th spot for a few games a week ago, and since then 9 for 20, 450, 4 doubles, a triple, and 4 walks.
1 for 7 career against Scherzer, and he took a good rip there, 1-1. The Mets are in Pittsburgh tonight. They're a half game behind the Nats. Braves hosting Milwaukee. Marlins hosting the Orioles in interleague play. And the Phillies right here. Utley, a high fly ball out of play left side. So the Nats have won 5 in a row. Mets split a 4-game series, winning yesterday against St. Louis to get a half game closer. And Ryan Sandberg's team, they've won 7 of their last 9 to get to 18-25. One and 2 to Chase Utley. In the air to left. Robinson into foul ground, waiting for it. Clint has it. And a 1-2-3. Aaron Barrett and Max Scherzer. Very good in the top of the first. PNC Bank for the Achiever in You by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City, Maryland. Book now at OCOcean.com. And by Land Rover, above and beyond. Curly W's all over the place, and Aaron Barrett's now joined his buddies in the bullpen. Span, Desmond, Escobar, Harper, Zim, Ramos, Robinson, Espinosa, Scherzer. Bryce Harper's been amazing, especially against right-handed pitchers, and he's 2 for 5 with 2 home runs against Sean O'Sullivan.
I see the arsenal for O'Sullivan. Last start through the fastball 65% of the time, 89 miles an hour. Slider 81, changeup 85. Changeup probably his best secondary pitch. He's got to move the ball around, keep the ball down, pitch to a corner. Doesn't have overpowering stuff. Has to keep you off balance. You see lefties hitting 300 against O'Sullivan this year.
Maybe the stat of the night, the Nationals have scored 69 more runs than the Phillies have. 205, most in the league. Phillies 136, fewest in all of baseball. Only Toronto 223 more than Washington's.
The Phillies are playing a little better. They've scored 4 more runs in 7 straight games, except for yesterday. So up until yesterday, their offense has been swinging the bats. Ryan Howard a little bit hot. Chase Utley, as you said, hot.
Denard, .330 career against the Phillies. 3 for 12 against O'Sullivan, with 4 walks and a couple of RBIs. Did he get enough of that one to drop it? Nope. It's going to be Galvis going back for the first out. So some early game notes. So Span's .330, 5th highest active among players with a minimum 150 plate appearances. Phillies started the season winning 11 of their first 34. Max Scherzer on base percentage. Leadoff guys just don't get on against him. Comes into this game 1.75, 4th in the league. And a big rip by Ian Desmond, who's now on a 6-game hitting streak. Wednesday night, early home run. He went 1 for 4. So Desmond, 9 for his last 27. Low and inside.
Pretty good numbers, career versus Philadelphia. 95 games.
1 for 4 against O'Sullivan, who's coming off one of the better starts of his career. Took a little bit off. They said his changeup was dropping off the table against Arizona, and his slider was good. He made a couple of starts this year against the Nats. Went on the DL April 18th with left knee tendonitis. Didn't start again in the big leagues until May 12th against the Pirates. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball right there. 2 outs.
So the defense for the Phillies tonight, game 1 of the series, behind Sean O'Sullivan, Revere, Herrera, Sizemore the outfield, Galvis Franco left side, Utley Howard right side, and Carlos Ruiz behind the plate.
Yunel Escobar, 6th in the league in hits, 5th in batting average at .326. By the way, Denard Span checked in at .333 tonight, tied with Bryce Harper, but Denard's still not enough at bats to actually get into the top 10. He will soon. And then there's Escobar right there. Yunel also sporting a .384 on base percentage. There's that changeup. 1-1.
I mean, facing a guy like O'Sullivan, you make the ball be up. I mean, whether it's the fastball in the upper 80s, the slider in the 80s, the changeup in the mid 80s, it's all kind of around the same speed. So as a hitter, you're just looking for elevation. Anything that starts low is going to be out of the strike zone. Look out over the plate, elevate, you see it up, get after it.
The road has not been good for him in his career. Since his last road win 4 years ago at Yankee Stadium, he's 0-4 with an .844 ERA. He's gone to 3-1 now with Bryce Harper on deck. Fastball up, and Escobar lays off, but it's strike 2. Trying to head for first base and sell it.
Kind of a tailing fastball. What does Pitch Track think about the location? In the top right corner of the strike zone.
And the 3-2, he was not looking fastball, and it was right over the outer half of the plate. The Nats go in order with 2 called third strikes. First inning in the books.
quality of a start by how his last 15 pitches in that start go. And I asked him the other day why he feels that way. Scherzer said that you might give up a couple runs early on, but if you finish strong, hand things over to the top relievers, and give your team a chance to get back in the game, you're probably in good shape. Scherzer said he wants to be bringing his best stuff in his final inning, his sharpest breaking ball, his best heater. And he said you can only go to the well and generate that top fastball so many times in a game. So he makes sure to has some left in the tank for big spots in that final inning. Another example, guys, of how cerebral he is and how he approaches his starts.
Yeah, he's got the brains and the skill and the speed to go with it. That's Dan with our Coons.com sideline report. When you're talking Cards, you're talking Coons. I'll say one thing, his first 89 pitches weren't bad the other night either. The last 15 must have been really good.
Well, they were, if you remember that.
Oh, that ball's hit hard by Howard. Heading for the scoreboard, and it hits to the left of the board. A play at second. Safe. The Nats were in a shift, and things were a little bit in flux as far as who was going to cover second base. And Denard Span almost threw. Ryan Howard out FP on a ball he hit 400 feet.
Yeah, and Danny Espinosa had to retreat to the bag just to get there because they're thinking this is a sure double, but the way Span played this perfectly off the top of the fence there in right center field. Watch the throw. And it's actually Escobar, that got back for the tag, and it looked like Howard's left hand just got in there, and the tag was made on the back leg.
And that ball was hit hard.
Well, Howard's homered in his last 2 games. He has 5 home runs in his last 15 games. There's only 2 players that have hit more home runs over that stretch. Bryce Harper, Giancarlo Stanton. 11 and 10.
So he's back to being Ryan Howard, evidently.
Yeah, he's locked in.
There's the rookie, Maikel Franco. Last year, 56 at-bats for the Phillies in 16 games. This guy has put up amazing numbers in his minor league career. Two years ago at Single-A Clearwater, Double-A Reading, he combined for 31 homers and 103 RBIs. 78 more on 16 homers at Lehigh Valley last year before they called him up. And he was hitting .355 this year.
Yeah, his power,
when he got called up.
His power's that way.
He is big and strong, 6'1", 213, from Azua of the Dominican Republic. One-two pitch. Trusting his catcher, burying the breaking ball. Franco and Scherzer matching up for the first time.
And when that happens, you want to see if the young player knows the strike zone. Max Scherzer with 2 strikes trying to expand to see if he'll go with him.
Slaps it to the pitcher, and they've got Howard trapped. Scherzer runs right at him, throws it for an easy 1-6. Max Scherzer holding the ball beautifully and not making an early commitment.
Oh, nice play by Scherzer. For you younger players, if you ever get in a rundown, the first thing you do is run straight at the runner, and then once he commits either way, you go with it. Scherzer with a little dart toss to get Howard. I know what Ryan Howard was thinking. He thought that ball was hit to second base, so he broke. And I'm thinking if he didn't give up and ran hard into second base based on how hard Max Scherzer blooped that in there, he might have been safe. He gave up on the play, and it made it much easier to tag him out.
Here's the left-hander, Grady Sizemore. And there's an even slower throw to first base. Sizemore and Scherzer know each other well. They were in the same division in Cleveland and Detroit, respectively, and they've met 15 times. Grady Sizemore has 1 hit. Brings in the breaking ball from outside.
So Ryan Howard's not the fastest cat in the world. We all know that. But are you with me here? Thinking if he goes hard into second base and doesn't give up, that watch the speed of the throw, he might have had a chance to slide under that maybe? I mean, obviously he doesn't have highs in the back of his head, but he gave up on the play.
Target outside edge. Scherzer with 93. Grady Sizemore hitting .253 for the Phillies. Career that's had him in Cleveland for 8 years, Boston before Philadelphia. He was all beat up in his late days in Cleveland. Didn't even play in the big leagues in 2012 and 13. Time given. Double play in order here thanks to that fielder's choice. And a swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Wilson Ramos, Max Scherzer's second strikeout.
Little macho challenge fastball right there from Mad Max. Little two-seamer running away. And look at how he gets inside of that. Some arm side tail at the end to a pull swing. Grady Sizemore looked like he was looking for something in. Good pitch.
And by the way, that's 68 strikeouts against 8 walks this year. 68-8.
Is that good? That's amazing.
Odubel Herrera, the center fielder.
Kind of changed his stance a little bit.
Nice looking breaking ball right in there.
Remember, he used to have that front foot, the inside of his cleat, touching the ground with his front foot, leaning back. He's got both feet on the ground now. Now, this part of his cleat right there was flat to the ground.
Hitting .262. 3 for 7 against Scherzer when the Nats played the Phillies. And Max started against them. There was the little guys like Herrera, Cesar Hernandez that were giving Max a few problems here and there. The Nats, of course, weren't scoring runs back then in the first 2 weeks of the season. Season series 4-3 Washington, including 3 out of 4 here. What does he have on 0-2 with a target away? Might have been over the plate, but Ramos had to reach back. Nissan will track it.
Yeah, on the pitch track. Close. Turned pitch track. Thought it was a strike.
No swing, says Bruce Dreckman down at third. And that was a good job by the third base and the home plate umpire, because Ramos was popping up and they took care of the appeal down there very quickly so that everybody knew it was not a swing. Two balls, 2 strikes. Scherzer took a little bit off that time at 80. He only threw 11 pitches first inning, but he's had to throw 16 more here. Herrera puts a charge into one. Out to center. Span can only watch it. And that ball's off the top of the center field wall. Phillies take a 1-0 lead as Odubel Herrera, who has 1 homer this year, hit that ball 400.
And look at the location of the pitch, a fastball for Max Scherzer, and I think he wanted to expand away, maybe even off the plate. And Denard Span plays this nicely off the wall. He knows he has no chance to catch it, doesn't get too close to the wall. But with the speed of Franco, the first run of the night for the Phillies, nice swing.
Wow.
By Odubel with an O-double.
That's his 10th double of the year. He has 2 triples and a home run. Here's the number 8 man, catcher Carlos Ruiz. High strike. So Herrera is now 4 for 8 this year against Max Scherzer. No other hitter in the league can make a claim like that.
That was interesting. After Scherzer's last start, I was standing around the scrum in his locker after the game, and they were asking him about how his bullpen went. He had the 11 strikeout performance, 2 walks, 104 pitches against the Padres. He said it was all right. He said there's no relevance to his bullpen and how he performs on the mound. He said sometimes he has a great bullpen and he doesn't feel it on the mound. Sometimes he has a bad bullpen before the game in his warm-ups and feels great on the mound. That there's no relevance at all. There's no correlation. You know, as a hitter, if you have a good batting practice, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You know you're going to have a, put the barrel on the baseball, you got a chance. But I thought it was so interesting for him to say that it really doesn't matter how my warm-up goes.
Yeah, that goes back to what you were talking about with Bryce, who will lead off in a few moments. Not hitting on the field for the most part lately, but FP, you know this, when you're in the cage, you don't need to see where the ball goes. You can feel if you're centering or not.
Well, you just don't do too much or try to do too much when you're hitting in the cage. And if you don't know, Bryce hasn't had on the field since he had his 3 home run game. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Swing and a miss. 85 and a ball diving. Scherzer 2 Ks in the inning, but doubles by Howard and Herrera. Phillies on top. We'll see how long that lasts with number 34 coming up. Against the Phillies, and Harper, Zimmerman, Ramos all slugging. And we'll go back to the other night, Wednesday. FP, and from your standpoint, is there an art to how to handle umpires in a situation like this?
There is, and emotion's going to take over with Bryce Harper a lot. And did he warrant getting thrown out? Probably not. But there's a way to approach these guys on a daily basis where, hey, I was as fiery a player that ever played. I never got ejected at the major league level. And there's a way to handle yourself with these guys, and it's just about being personable when you walk in the batter's box. You know the home plate umpire's name. You say, how you doing, Alfonso? Hey, have a good game tonight. Carlos Ruiz, hey, have a good game tonight. You talk to them, and when you disagree with the call, you just kind of look down at the ground, and you could get away with a lot just looking at the ground saying, hey, is that as low as we're going tonight? Is that as far in as we're going tonight? And if so, and if they say, yeah, you say, okay, well, I had that a little bit down. If you show these guys respect, they show you respect in return, whoever you are. And I'm not saying Bryce Harper did anything wrong the other night. I'm just saying there's a way to stay in a baseball game, and there's also a way to get thrown out of a baseball game. And it all starts with just a little bit of communication with these guys, and especially a guy like Bryce. He's got a target on his back. There's umpires that probably don't like him. There's umpires that know him and probably do like him, and that's the case for any player at the major league level. But I think as he goes along, he's going to learn how to stay in games better than getting thrown out, because, hey, they need him. He's the best player on the field on any given night, and he's got to find a way to stay in games. That said, there was no reason for him to get thrown out the other night.
Yeah. Marvin Hudson totally lost it in terms of his cool. You know, and Bryce had already stepped back in once. The arguing from the dugout continued, so I think Bryce got caught in a little bit in between there at a moment. Didn't know where to go. Harper out ahead of that. Inside the numbers with Jeep. What a May. Guzman, the only Nat on that list. Vidro did that while the team was still in Montreal, of course.
And there's some history between Bryce and Marvin Hudson. Bryce told me, you know, he ran out the other day and said hi to Marvin Hudson. The guy didn't say anything back. So that happens at the major league level. There's certain umps you don't like. There's certain umps that don't like you. That's like any workplace. But those are the guys you have to be careful with, because you know they got it out for you.
Harper the other way. This has a chance. It is gone. Another opposite field homer for Bryce Harper. And the Phillies lead didn't last long, did it? That's number 16.
And that's why Bryce Harper has to stay in the game. I don't know what league you call him up to.
Keep him here.
Ryan Sandberg's thinking Bryce Harper's playing softball. Everybody else is playing baseball.
Even Larry Boa was shaking his head in disbelief. And that guy's seen everything. Here's Zimmerman.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. And I know the folks at home can't either. It's not this easy. Bryce, it's not this easy.
Back in a tie for the top RBI spot with Giancarlo Stanton, 39. 25th extra base hit.
It's not even the home run. It's all the foul balls he hit on tough pitches before the home run to get to the pitch to hit the home run. That in and of itself takes talent that not a lot of major league hitters have, to spoil a pitch, a tough pitch at the last second, and then hope the other guy makes a mistake. Unbelievable.
Zimmerman goes to 3-0. Hey, not to be forgotten the fact that the guy hitting behind Bryce Harper is 5th in the league with 31 RBIs. Ryan sits safely in 18 of his last 22 games. 3-0 pitch. Let's see. Maybe a little low for Ryan to feel like he could drive it somewhere. He's 1 for 5 career against O'Sullivan. Harper, by the way, now against this pitcher, 3 for 5, 3 homers, 5 RBIs.
Oh, there goes a no-hitter. Sorry. I told you I get excited.
And that'll be to right. Grady Sizemore. I told you as long as the next at bat's not over, you're okay.
Yeah, that's why I was waving at you right there. I had to get it in because I got excited like probably everybody else at home did. Look at the elevation of this. Watch him get on top of it. And it had the sound. I mean, look at him rise up and get on top of that fastball away and hit it out to left field. I mean...
And the lady on the right ducking and now celebrating is the one who ended up with the baseball. Ramos and Robinson, the next two.
How good are you, Bryce Harper? Wow.
Front door breaking ball stays in. Might have backed up. Ramos 0 for 4 on Wednesday night, and that ended his 19-game hitting streak. Batting average still sitting over 302 or over 300 at 302 because he's had 9 multi-hit games. Fastball. That thing's ripped to right center, and moving over to grab it, Odubel Herrera. Ramos stinging that one.
So what do you do to the skipper when you hit a home run? They got a little routine. Go shake his hand. Ah. That's what they do every time Bryce hits a home run. They go for the handshake. A little deke, Randy Knorr with a high five.
That's too much.
I love it. Hit speed?
No.
92. Throw
That's
that one,
a changeup for him.
Throw that one back, Bryce. It's only 92.
Saw our wonderful batting practice pitcher there, Ali Madami. Glad when he was at Oklahoma State he didn't have to face a hitter like Bryce Harper in college. Here's Ali. Does a great job for the Nats every day. Clinton Robinson ripping away. Getting a start tonight. He's 9 for 41 in 27 games, and he actually had a start against O'Sullivan earlier, went 1 for 3 against him. Sean O'Sullivan just gave up his 5th homer of the year in 24 innings. 0-2, and he goes changeup. It skipped into the mid of Ruiz. Pirates have picked up a couple of early runs at PNC Park against the Mets. 2-0. Good eye by Robinson. 2-2. Sounded like a busted bat, right side Utley. So the Nats have tied the game on another amazing swing by Bryce Harper. 16th of the year, 39th RBI. It doesn't matter where you pitch him. He'll hit it out to any field in any ballpark. As part of this season's patriotic series presented by SAIC, honor our military women. Enjoy an exciting matchup. Nats Phillies 405. SAIC designated charity Women in Military Service for America Memorial Foundation. 202-675-NATS or Nationals.com to get your tickets.
Caught a Bryce Harper homer, number 16. And you're on TV. Awesome.
She is famous. Here's Sean O'Sullivan, 0 for 6 this year. with a walk in his big league career as a hitter. 2 for 19. Broke in with the Angels in 09. Kansas City 2010.
I mean, you almost have a good chance of catching a Bryce Harper home run as you do a foul ball if you come in Nats Park now.
Good call. Max Scherzer strikes out 4 of the first 9 Phillies.
Just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one on this Friday night, to look forward to Miller Time later in tonight's game. That is brought to you by Miller Lite.
Unbelievable what Bryce is doing. Started the season with 55 career home runs. He now has 71 in a month and a half. Ben Revere steps in, and one of the most interesting outfield defenses the Nats play against any batter in the big leagues. Clint Robinson is maybe 30 feet from the left field line. Maybe.
Is that the most interesting defense in the world?
Yes. Stay defensive, my friend.
The batter tells you where to play.
There's that changeup. That's the second time tonight he has started that thing off the plate to Revere and has dropped back in for a strike. Revere popped up to Desmond approaching the left field line first time up. 91 picked by Ramos. Busted bat and a base hit. 1 on 1 out. Phillies have their 3rd hit.
You know what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to time the Max Scherzer pause when he comes set.
Like his own standoff?
Yeah, I mean, he does. He has a standoff, and it's something he practices when he does his side work. He'll sit there and hold, and then pitch. So it's not just something he incorporates in the heat of battle. He works on this.
Freddie Galvis struck out swinging first time. First pitch changeup. Ramos keeps it in front with a very fast guy with 9 steals at first base.
All right, that was 3 seconds. .6.
Runner back just in time.
And the reason I'm doing this is to show you at home how he varies his tempo to home plate. And as a base stealer, you can't get into a rhythm with Max Scherzer because you never know when he's going to go home.
Ball pretty well hit, deep left center. Span on the way. He will get there. 385 feet away for the second out.
What a great play by Denard Span. Great swing by Freddie Galvis, who's had a nice season so far for the Phillies. Came into this one hitting .319. Span with another direct route. No panic. He knows the wall is approaching. I'm telling you, he was a wide receiver in high school football, and I see it so many times in his routes as a center fielder at the major league level. He looks like a wide receiver running a route.
I want to ask him who his quarterback was getting him the ball. The great routes he runs. Here's Utley. Fouled out to Clint Robinson, left field line first time. Nats swing Utley around weight to the left. Not as much as Revere. But at this stage of Chase Utley's career, teams playing him as an opposite field guy. Off speed, popped up. Ian Desmond in his track. Not even tracks. He was right there. Phillies strand their second runner. Scherzer now starting to cruise.
And scores 6 more runs. Everybody wins all season long. When the Astros win and score 7 or more runs, you get 50% off regular menu prices. Online orders at papajohns.com by entering promo code NATS50. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, official pizza of your Washington Nationals.
8-9-1 for the Nats. Espinosa, Scherzer, Span. Danny Espinosa's streak of good hitting continues. Had a base hit in 3 trips the other night. He's hit .319 over his last 21 games. Phillies are shifting on him here. Maikel Franco, the only player on the left side of the infield. And I'll correct that now. It's Freddie Galvis, the only guy there. Franco has gone up to play in a near second base position in front of umpire Ben May. So a lot of teams now leaving their shortstops home on these shifts. Nasty breaking ball. 1-2. And Danny Espinosa takes 92 down the middle. 3 Ks for O'Sullivan, all of them looking.
Who's hot, who's not? Celebrate the season with American Standard All-Star Sales Event. Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com for amazing rebate and financing opportunities. The Nats are hot, duh. 17-4 since that April 28th comeback in Atlanta. Runs per game, wow. Average, bueno. On base percentage, bueno. Slugging percentage, everything.
366 on base percentage as a team. Wow.
And
Bryce Harper, by the way, almost up to 480 in that department.
That's pretty good.
Scherzer will bounce it out to Freddie Galvis. Plenty of time to stop, plant, and throw. 2 outs. We'll check in with Dan with Denard Span coming up.
Bob, you guys had mentioned that Span and Bryce Harper have stopped taking BP on the field pregame, getting their work in the cage. I asked Span why. He said his swing tends to get too big during BP. BP pitchers throw a lot of pitches inside, and so Denard would pull his hips open, try and hit home runs. Then in games, he'd see lots of sinkers away, and his pulled open swing wouldn't allow him to get to those pitches. He says in the cage, he's able to stay inside the ball better, and he feels that approach translates better to games.
It's a more controlled environment. I think, honestly, it's the wave of the future. Just like infield and outfield before the game is kind of a dinosaur. The Nats do it around 3 o'clock. But you remember how teams used to take it every single day before the game? I think BP eventually, when you talk about a 162 game schedule, is going to be something you don't see down the road. More and more guys are taking batting practice in the cage.
And when it's 90 degrees out and very muggy, dog days, it's a pretty good swing by Denard. A 1-hopper to Galvis. The Nats go 1-2-3, 1-1 into the middle innings. recognition. Navy Federal proudly serving the armed forces and their families for over 80 years. Navy Federal Credit Union, they're here every night. Bryce likes it. All the players salute them. They enable us to enjoy this great game and all the other wonderful things we get to do under our flag. Top of the fourth. Freight rail works with the Phillies due up, and Ryan Howard hit the daylights out of the ball last time, high off the right center field wall. Franco and Sizemore were retired before Odubel Herrera hit a ball equally as well the other way to the left center field wall to get the Phillies on top. That was Ryan Howard's first career hit against Max Scherzer, who gets the breaking ball to the outside edge.
45 pitches, 23 fastballs, 8 changeups, 6 curves, and 8 sliders.
95 with some hair on it, inside 1-1. Howard with that hit, 1 for 8 career against Max, with an RBI, 6 strikeouts. That's a great off-speed pitch, taking the air out of a big man's bat. So Howard now 7 for his last 18.
Hit that fastball last time to center field, getting a lot of change-ups from Max this time.
What a gorgeous night on South Capitol Street. Fastball up, Howard hits it straight back. Flags are moving, though. There's a big-time breeze on the way in from left field, making Bryce Harper's home run even more impressive.
'96 in the back pocket, just because.
Kind of blowing from one corner to another.
Yeah.
Howard on 87 and the strikeout. Max Scherzer's 5th already of the 10 outs he has racked up.
Well, if you missed it, he threw the changeup against the Padres more than he had all season long at 18%. And the off-speed gets Ryan Howard right there, and I think that was another changeup from Max Scherzer to Ryan Howard way out in front.
That ball even slowed down on its way to the plate.
That was off of 96, remember. That's not easy if you're Ryan Howard.
Here's Maikel Franco. Well, some of our friends, the Phillies broadcasters, were telling us about this young man, that they had a big bat on the way coming through the minor leagues. Phillies are not enjoying an abundance of pitching on the way. But this is the best young player they've brought up in some time. Fastball up, pulled off it. That was actually 87 as Max took a little bit off, so he retired both of us on that one. For the Achiever and You, PNC Bank, with our minor league report, and we check in on Phillips Valdez from San Pedro de Macorís of the Dominican Republic. He's 23, started his professional career with the Indians. And look at what he did last time out.
Wow.
No hits, no runs, 2 walks, 4K, 7 innings.
Middle name Exxon. Call him up.
Yeah, we were wondering if maybe his dad worked for an oil company or more than one. Phillips Valdez. He keeps pitching like that. His nickname will be Natural Gas. Brady Sizemore swinging strikeout first time. That ball's well hit to center. Span going back for this one. He's there. Got back there so quickly, he was almost waiting for the ball. Denard's band getting a workout tonight. Max Scherzer, shall we say, using the big part of Nationals Park.
And Bryce Harper's home run. First pitch, fastball up and away. This is the one he thought he should have got. Watch the reaction, a little frustrated. Then he gets another fastball away. And this is the pitch right here. Watch this. He takes that pitch. That's a pitch he swung at in the past to get to this pitch, a fastball up and away. Home run number 16. Just the pitches off the plate that he's fouled off, the pitches that he's taken to get to that pitch, and to make the adjustment on a pitch that he swung at earlier in the at-bat to get his hands on top. Impressive.
This one out into left. Off the bat of Ian Desmond, and the bottom of the fourth underway. So our summary so far, what else is new? Bryce Harper, home run, first time up. Herrera RBI double to put the Phillies on top. A half inning before Bryce went deep. Max Scherzer now 57 pitches, 40 strikes through 4.
There he is. Text your friends. He's up next. Guy in the batter's box ain't too shabby either.
Escobar was guessing first time up on a long count and got a fastball down the middle, couldn't pull the trigger. He does that time, up the middle, base hit. Pass Freddie Galvis, and for Yunel Escobar, his 48th hit of the year, which puts him right now in the top 5 in the National League. And now a pitcher has to worry about pitching off the stretch to Bryce Harper.
Somebody asked me yesterday, when Jason Worth and Anthony Rendon come back, where does Escobar hit? And I said, I don't know. I mean, does he hit second, or does Rendon hit second? Does Worth hit third, or does Rendon or Escobar hit? I said, I don't know. That's Matt Williams' problem to solve, and that's a good problem to have, I guess.
I was going to say, what horrible problems to have.
Where does Ramos hit? Where does Desmond? I don't know. But it's going to be a good lineup wherever they hit.
Here's Harper. First pitch changeup missing.
Must see TV.
Bryce hit 22 homers his rookie year, 20 the year after that. He'll be knocking on the door of 2013 very soon. '13 last year, but the guy missed more than 2 months of the season.
Careful right here, right?
Yeah.
Change up.
And here's where Ryan Zimmerman's RBI ability comes into play. Pitcher can't afford to have too many guys on base facing him. Bryce ripping, it's off to the left. Reaching the upper deck with that foul ball.
He's hit 3 off O'Sullivan this year.
Yeah, all 3 of his hits in 6 at-bats, accounting for 5 RBIs.
There's Harper and Harper.
Off speed, not biting, 3-1. Plate discipline continues to be tremendous.
Well, one of the things that people aren't talking about with Bryce is the adjustments he's making throughout the course of an at-bat. How many times have you seen him foul off a pitch, get a little frustrated, and get that same pitch later in the at-bat and make the adjustment and smoke it somewhere, whether it's a home run, a base hit, a double. That's not easy to do.
750 on a 3-1 count. Bang, up the middle, but that's where Galvis is playing, and with a good pick by Howard on the other end, Freddie Galvis would turn a 6-3 double play. Well done by the Phillies shortstop. The Phillies are in the top 3 in the league in double plays now with 45. Bryce hit it hard. Didn't get a hit that time.
Looking at the Ultimate Warrior, Bryce Harper. And if that doesn't take creepy Bryce Harper to a whole new level, I don't know what does. You can get that in the team store. The New Nats team store is now open, located across from the red porch near the center field gate, and features that guy with all kinds of new stuff. Under Armour, Nike, Majestic, New Era. 47 brand and expanded kids zone. Be sure to check out the new team store while you enjoy an evening at Nats Park with that guy.
Remember the movie Swamp Thing? I think that was Harp Thing. He is going to take a seat, and now he's finding out he made it on television.
That's his wife texting him. Did you see the wedding ring on his left hand?
Oh, boy.
Honey, I saw you on TV. That is awesome.
And you look so nice. Top of the 5th, here's Herrera. Max Scherzer's toughest Philly to face this year. 4 out of 8 against him. And now with an RBI. .95 on the challenge fastball up.
Well, he's getting his rips against Max Scherzer. Hit that ball hard, like you said, first time up. RBI double. And he's leaving nothing in the tank. I wouldn't be surprised if that swing buys him a changeup right here in a 1-2 count.
Yeah, you would think something off speed coming after that. This kid's only 23 years of age. Rule 5 draft they got him from Texas. There's the straight change, 86. .294 in 6 minor league seasons. He's been pretty solid as a big leaguer so far. Somehow he got down there and popped that ball up out of play.
Let's see if he tries that slider on the back knee. Yep.
Three-two. Change up, and he walked him. And Herrera can run. He has stolen 6 out of 7. Next 5, only 2 of them here. Nats, Phils tomorrow. Hamels, Strasburg. Solid pitching matchup. Aaron Harang against Gio on Sunday at 1:30. WUSA 9 will also join us for Memorial Day from Wrigley Field. How about that? A holiday on the north side of Chicago, and then night games Tuesday, Wednesday, before the Nats have Thursday off and move on to Cincinnati.
Guess who's pitching in Chicago? That guy.
I know. Isn't that great? Either Monday or Tuesday.
Yes.
Matt said today. Runner going, and a ball fouled straight back.
I mean, how cool is that for Tanner Roark to get to pitch in Wrigley Field? All the family and friends will be there, and he's going to have to leave 562 tickets.
And Matt threw out the number 70 on the pitches today for whenever that start takes place. Tanner told me the other day the original plan for his townsfolk from Wilmington, Illinois, was to come on Monday, but I'm sure the word will get out on when he's starting, and they'll make their decision.
We'll be there for all 3 games. And if the right field bleachers are open, look out.
1-1 to Ruiz. Runner going again. They're trying to stay out of the double play, and that'll help them do so. Max Scherzer took a look at second, but Herrera was already there. And a 1-3 will advance the runner with the pitcher coming up.
You know, talked a lot about that pause and how it disrupts a base runner's timing. Well, as a hitter, you could see the inside-out swing by Carlos Ruiz. That was a hit and run all the way. Even with Sean O'Sullivan coming up, or it looked like he was trying to use the hole. But as a hitter, Carp, if you're standing there, and the pitcher is too, that can disrupt your timing as well. So it can work for both the runner and the hitter. I like when he does that.
Yeah, and then the hitter starts thinking, should I call time? Yeah. Should I ask? Should I stay in here?
Should I swing? Should I quit? All that stuff.
And Sean O'Sullivan went upstairs for that one. He's a big man, 6'1", 253 they list him. 27 years of age. O'Sullivan, born in San Diego, lives in Spring Valley, California. 2 for 20 as a big league hitter. Curves right over the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 didn't miss by much with 95. Max trying to run it to the inner edge.
Mercedes-Benz on the pitch track, 95. Off the plate in.
Desmond trying to keep the runner close. Scherzer an extended look, and a ball popped into right center. Runner back to the bag. Span cutting in front of Harper. I think Bryce had designs on it, but Center fielder took charge as he should. 2 down.
Time for Toyota Case for Kids. The Washington area Toyota dealers want to help children and families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by an Nats pitcher this season. That was one of those lost in the twilight. Denard didn't see it. Bryce called it. Then it came out of the twilight, and Denard saw it. So then Denard called it, and Bryce backed off. Good communication between the two.
Absolutely. Top of the order now, Ben Revere. He has hit a flare to Desmond and busted his bat on a flare to right field. That base hit last time. Busted up an 0 for 11 for Ben Revere. Former protege of Denard Spans in Minnesota. Came up in 2010. And a bouncing ball right side. Ryan Zimmerman right to the bag. And Max Scherzer doesn't let the leadoff walk bother him at all. Zimmerman, Ramos, Robinson won 1 game. With a jack in the box, and according to the PA announcement I heard, that was Helen Herron Taft.
Well,
William Howard Taft's wife who bounced out of there.
Well, she needs to shave
I know.
her beard's a little thick for me.
Well, that P. She's 129 years old.
Well,
born in 1886.
She's got a beard. That's not cool. I thought it was National Jack in the Box Day. I don't know.
Oh, Geico. Yeah, it only takes 15 minutes to get car insurance. You can shave a lot quicker than that. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Probably not a good thing if the First Lady has a beard. I'm just saying.
Helen Herron Taft.
Helen Harry Taft.
Want to know to Zimmerman. Fly ball to right field first time. Ryan was ahead in that count 3-0. He got to 3-1 on a fastball. And then O'Sullivan threw him a slider away that he hit that way. Lights really taking effect now in the ballpark as twilight is just about over. There's that front door slider. He's tried to throw it a few times tonight. It kept backing up and going inside. .91 inside, 3-1. They play Zimmerman straight away all over the diamond. Got a fastball up the middle. It's going to scoot through. And Ryan Zimmerman has now hit safely in 19 of his last 23 games.
You see the run back right down the middle, and the top spin chopper, first bounce in the dirt. That gets it over O'Sullivan's head. Second bounce picks up a little more speed, and a leadoff single here in the 5th for Ryan Zimmerman.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, as an infielder, you played a lot of positions. Top spin grounders, do they indeed pick up speed, or is that just kind of an illusion?
No, they do.
Okay.
They got all that spin going, and when it hits the dirt, it shoots on you. But you can kind of tell when they're coming if you pay attention. And the best way to field those is to kind of give with them and just keep your feet moving and be ready for that last hop.
Two first basemen getting together now. Here's Ramos. He hit the ball extremely hard right at Herrera in center field first time up. So Wilson had a great cut against O'Sullivan, but he's only 1 for 6 career against him with a run batted in. 1-3-0 Phils, 1-3-0 Nats. Herrera the RBI double second inning. Bryce Harper answered quickly with a leadoff homer bottom of the second. Nats have now hit 48 home runs, even with Cincinnati for second in the league. Ramos pulls that one, fair ball. Franco, a great play to stab it and then make a throw for the force out. Pretty good job by the rookie right there.
Well, on cue too, that was a top spin job, and that last hop kind of shot on Franco, and he was ready for it. Watch the top spin off the plate, so watch this hop. Boom! It picks up speed right there. He's ready for it. Nice pick by Chase Utley, and he knows, hey, I'll take this out. I'm not going to try to turn a double play. Just be happy with one right there, but a nice play. Watch it pick up speed right there.
Yeah.
And you see the top spin. That's great on the Exmo, guys. Good shot. You just have to be ready, and you can tell always when that first hop is right in the dirt in front of home plate, and you can see the swing kind of come over the baseball like in tennis. You know you're going to get some top spin action.
Here's Clint Robinson. 72 on the breaking ball, hanging upstairs. Just feel great for Clint getting extended big league time for the first time in his career. 4 games with the Royals 3 years ago, 9 with the Dodgers last year. And he hits one well out to left center. Over to grab it is Herrera for the second out. Two outs. It's up to Danny Espinosa to keep the inning moving. Struck out looking first time up. I don't think Danny will take another fastball down the middle. Shift on again. And Freddie Galvis is actually on the grass closer to third base than he is to second. Now he'll step back a couple, 2 or 3 steps. And you're really not looking for your number 8 guy to bunt with 2 outs here. You'd like to see him drive in that run.
He got a fastball, and I think he might have run back a little more than he was anticipating. No, he's thinking about hitting one of the seats right here. Or at least just getting the barrel of the baseball, let the rest take care of itself. It's a sharp bat he's featuring too, isn't it?
His bats have made some loud sounds lately. 85 on the off speed. 1-1 ball game, bottom of the 5th. And right now, Sean O'Sullivan putting together 2 pretty good starts in a row. 6 innings, no runs, 5 hits last time out against Josh Colmentor and the Diamondbacks. Got his first win as a Philly. Came into this one 1-2 with a 3.68 ERA. And then Danny Espinosa spotting that one low and in. Third start against the Nats already this year, and it's out of his first 5 starts, because after he pitched here and lost 7-2 on April 17th, went on the DL with a bad knee the next day. He's pitched 5 and 6 innings in his big league starts against the Pirates and D-backs since returning.
Windy night, contact problems.
Any ball pulled from the scoreboard to the right might have a little extra gear with that breeze tonight. That's in the dirt. So he had Espinosa 0-2, and Danny has battled back to a full count. That'll give Wilson Ramos, which is big with 2 outs, a head start at first.
This is where you can just really get in your own head as an 8 hitter. 3-2 count, 2 outs, pitcher on deck. Is he going to throw me a fastball? I have to be ready for the fastball. He's probably not going to throw me a fastball. What town am I in right now? I mean, this is how you think when you're in. You have the pitcher hitting behind you, and you can really outthink yourself in situations like this.
Just don't take the fastball if it's a strike. Somehow get a swing at it.
You don't tell yourself what not to do. You tell yourself, well, I'm going to look for a fastball. I'm going to adjust to anything else right here. But I got to adjust my contacts first. But it's tricky, and you do play these mind games with yourself. The little man in your head starts talking to you in front of 40,000 people. Just sometimes you can't listen.
3-2. Howard hanging around Ramos for a while at least. Taps the glove a couple times, backs up. And here we go. Espinosa pulls it right to Ryan Howard. Another top spin ground ball. The Nats hit the ball sharply in the 5th inning. They strand their very first runner of the night. So April, lack of hitting, definitely bringing some May flowers to Nationals Park.
still tied at 1 as this one cruises, and I mean cruises, to the top of the 6th inning. This Sunday, Nats Phillies 135. Be one of the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark, and you'll receive a 10th anniversary poster that's presented by the Peanuts. Visit Nationals.com to purchase your ticket today.
Freddie Galvis, top 6. That's a great fastball. 94, unhittable, right on the outside edge. He has struck out swinging, hit a deep fly ball to center, run down like everything else tonight by Denard Span. And this one popped up left side. Desmond has the angle. Ian's got it for the first out. Phillies box. Howard, one that Span couldn't run down, hit off the top of the right center wall to lead off to second. 2 outs later, Odubel Herrera hit one high off the left center field wall to give the Phillies their run. They've had 1 hit and 1 walk since. Chase Utley, foul ball, left field, pop up to short. Inside edge with 92. And Utley stings one to center. Span back and back. Can't get to it. 2 hops the wall. Utley hustling into second. He will stop there. And the Phillies have put some pretty good swings straight away on Max Scherzer tonight.
Oh, Ryan Howard's double in the second. Odubel Herrera's double in the second. Then that long fly out by Freddie Galvis. Grady Sizemore in the 4th with a bolt to center field. And now that double by Chase Utley. Denard Span has run all over the place tonight. The Phillies are barreling up some balls right up the middle.
Here's Howard. And after his double, Max gave him a bunch of off-speed stuff to strike him out, leading off the 4th. Big shift is on. Espinosa well out into right field. Desmond up the middle. He made an offer and stopped. Ball 1.
Showed Ryan Howard the fastball last at bat, and threw the changeups that looked like strikes in the zone to get him out. So is Howard looking for the changeup now after he hit the double on the fastball first time up and struck out on the change? Let's see.
To his right, Espinosa plants and fires.
Maybe the longest 4-3 in the history of baseball.
2 outs.
I mean, he was in right center field. Look where Danny Espinosa is playing on this one.
Base hit? Maybe not.
And the reason he hurried the throw, guess why? Not because of the speed of Ryan Howard, the speed of Chase Utley at second base. If he takes his time right there, it gives Utley a chance to round third and maybe think about scoring because it was hit so deep. Did you see him peek up at Utley before he threw it to first? That's why he got rid of it quick.
And then Zimmerman had the last part of that play figured out as well. Swing and a miss as Franco airs one out on 96 upstairs.
So Utley's thinking about maybe scoring. Look how hard he's running third base, and Espinosa takes a little peek and knows he has to get it to Zimmerman quick, not to get Ryan Howard, but to keep Utley at third. It's a great shot right there, guys.
Yeah, Pete McCannon putting up the stop sign. A lot of things happening when infielders are moving all over the place. Well, that was some swing by Franco. I thought it might buy him a breaking ball. 87 slider in there, 0-2. Now we'll see what Max does with a hitter in a deep hole. It's his 7th 0-2 count of the night. Pitch count looking good for going 7 or 8. He'll lead off in the 6th. And he really tried to jam the right-handed hitter with that heater.
97 in the back pocket just in case. Well, it seems to me that Franco's in swing mode right now. And in an 0-2 count, Max Scherzer has a lot of time to play with this hitter, meaning see if he'll expand with me. I'm going to tease the strike zone, go outside the zone. Will he go with me? Trust your catcher to block it. All that stuff. But I don't think you have to throw him a strike here for a few pitches at least.
1-1 ball game, 6th inning. Runner at third, 2 outs. And he goes slider down and away, and it's a fly ball right to Bryce Harper.
I got this. Max Scherzer, go to that I got this mode. Anytime there's a guy out there, you're not scoring. Max Scherzer, I got this. Phillies at 135. Be one of the first 10,000 fans here at the ballpark, and you get a 10th anniversary poster. It must be a really good poster, too. That's presented by the Potomac Nationals. Visit nationals.com to purchase your ticket today. All right, we got it right. Way to go.
Bottom of the 6th. Scherzer, Span, Desmond. Nats box the Harper homer leading off the 2nd. 1-out hit Escobar in the 4th, erased on a double play ball. Zimmerman leadoff single last inning. Ryan out on a fielder's choice. Scherzer a ground ball to short his first time. Co-leader on the pitching staff, along with Doug Fister with 3 hits. And this one to right, down the line. Who's going to get there? It's foul. Nobody could. Chase Utley had the best chance.
That was a double. Scherzer was flying. Good hustle by Chase Utley. He knew he was the only guy that could get there. Just a perfectly placed blooper off the bat of Max Scherzer. Just foul. Carlos Ruiz out there to give his second baseman, first baseman, a chance to reset, catch their breath. It's a veteran move.
Not biting on an 0-2 curveball in the dirt. Max Scherzer came in with a 1.75 ERA. At night, his ERA this year, 0.93. Get him another run, he might just win this thing.
Oh, good hack. He's thinking, I'm going to get on, I'm going to score, and we're going to win 2-1. That's his mentality right here. Fastball up, tries to get on top. Look out behind you.
Scherzer, right field. He's got a hustle. Grady Sizemore was coming in, and Max Scherzer puts serious wood on that ball.
I'm telling you, he's thinking that. You could see him grinding that whole at-bat out. 1-1 game, bottom of the 6th. I'm going to get on. I'm going to find a way to score. I'm going to help myself. Max Scherzer, baseball player, folks. What's not to love about this guy?
Putting his head down.
Head down. He knows he might have to beat it out because he hit it so hard to right. Game on, Max Scherzer.
He is now 4 for 22 this year. Denard Span, couple of balls to short tonight. Really good breaking ball, ending up right at the knees, outside edge. Franco on the grass at third. He's popped up to short and grounded out to Galvis. Nats have their second consecutive leadoff single. Span high in the air to right for Grady Sizemore.
Hey, Nats fans, you can't make it to Nats Park. Masson's got you covered. Following at Masson Nationals on Instagram is cool. You get sights, sounds around the ballpark, behind-the-scene moments, exclusive contents, and tons more. Again, search at Masson Nationals on Instagram right now.
Desmond, a strikeout looking, fly ball to left. So long count first time, second time first pitch swinging. 1 for 6 career against O'Sullivan, who has pitched well. He's at 75 pitches. Scherzer through 6 is at 85. Nats have not had a man in scoring position tonight, except when Bryce Harper passed second base on his home run.
I'll tell you what, and a bat like Max Scherzer just can fire a whole ball club up. I mean, when you see your pitcher go out there and foul balls off, almost have a double down the line, foul a ball off, and then get a base hit, that'll get a dugout going.
Trying to get hits together in an inning for the first time tonight. And Desmond takes 90 in there. The Nats single hits in the second, the fourth, the fifth, and here in the sixth. Big crowd waiting and waiting. Got a slider on 2-1. Hits it to center. Still going. And off the wall. Scherzer hustling to third. Bob Henley's going to send him. Play at the plate. And Max Scherzer does it. The hit. He scores. And the Nats are on top. On a double by Ian Desmond. That's great. Base running by a pitcher.
It's just great baseball by a pitcher. I mean, he fought up there, got on base. He knows he's in a dogfight tonight. That guy likes it. We like it. And how many times does Max Scherzer fire you up as a fan? I know he fires me up. Ian Desmond got it looked like a slider right out over the middle of the plate, and it was just a matter of, is this going to carry enough out of the ballpark? It went toward the high part of the fence, stayed in the yard. But by the time Grady Sizemore got over there, Bob Henley does a nice job of waving Max Scherzer, baseball player. And they almost stumbled coming around third base, but he's smelling that go-ahead run, and look how fired up he is going to dugout. I'm telling you.
Wow.
That guy inspires me. Love watching him play baseball.
Still only one out. Now we're runner in scoring position. Escobar, base hit last time, ball one.
And you saw him take that deep breath and go down the tunnel, going back out there for the seventh. If the Nats can keep this inning going and give Max Scherzer a little rest right now, he could sure use it after scoring from first. And he ran on the foul ball, too.
7-game hitting streak for Desmond now, 10 for his last 30. That guy starts hitting a lot. Look out for this team. That ball's behind Ian Desmond, so he advances to third on the second out. Bryce Harper.
I said this last start, and it's no offense to any pitcher I've seen as a broadcaster, but Max Scherzer's the first guy that I've witnessed every fifth day that makes me want to go play baseball again. I want to play behind that guy and run through a wall. That's the kind of guy that, fires you up. I mean,
now, you and I talked about this on the road trip. We can't think of anybody who's greater to watch than him. Livan Hernandez, we called it the Levo show. But Livan's a totally different kind of pitcher than Max Scherzer. He was all finesse at the end of his career. This guy's power and everything to go with it. They're going to face Zimmerman here and put Bryce Harper on. And for Bryce, his 38th walk of the year. And why wouldn't you do this?
Well, I was wondering when this was going to start happening. Ryan Sandberg with first base open and second base open and 2 outs, walking Bryce Harper intentionally to get to Ryan Zimmerman, who, by the way, singled his last time up.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is the by-the-book move that you have to take. Because if you don't do it, and then you come into the dugout and it's 4-1, and Max Scherzer's on the mound, the night's just about over. So they'll take their chances with Ryan Zimmerman, who's having a fantastic RBI season of his own.
Well, the reason why they're walking him is obvious, but if you missed it in the second inning, maybe you're stuck in traffic on a Friday. Bryce Harper with 2 strikes, fastball up and away, just touches it, gets on top of it, and the Flowers in play again. O'Sullivan can't believe it. Bryce Harper most definitely can believe it.
38th time he's touched home plate this year. So 11 long balls in his last 14 games. Amazing. So he had basically 4 home runs the first month. And then 11 in 2 weeks. Crazy.
So when we get our ballot for National League Player of the Month, I mean,
if they send him out, they might just name him.
That's true.
They will.
A little conversation going on between Bryce and Ryan Howard at first.
And I think they're both amused about something. Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 2. 31 RBIs of his own this year. This is a big spot in the ball game, especially for the Phillies. Trying to keep this thing close. Because you know how Scherzer approaches his last couple of innings of a game. He talked about it earlier with Dan. You give him more than a 1-run lead, warm up the bus.
Well, in Max's mind, warm up the bus already. He just wanted a lead, period. And you could tell by the way he approached that at bat.
I'm still impressed by his base running on a ball that a lot of us thought was going to be caught right up until the last second when it hit above Herrera off that wall. Zimmerman down the line and foul.
I'm telling you, you're Ryan Zimmerman, a guy with his stature, 31 RBI on the year. You take that personally. I don't care if it's Bryce Harper or whoever, Babe Ruth you walk to get to me. You have to take it that way as a professional hitter. All right? You want me instead of him? Let's do this. Let's go. And if you don't think that way, you probably shouldn't be playing.
1 ball, 1 strike. When Ryan's not biting on that pitch, you know he's seeing the ball well. That's the one that gives him problems. But right now, he is about as locked in as anybody. And in this count, lots of damage.
Focused.
Got a pitch to pull, but it's right at Franco. And across the diamond, the Nats will settle for a run on the hit by Scherzer, then his great base running on Desmond's long RBI double.
of Arlington and Mercedes-Benz of Alexandria. 2-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Max Scherzer doing it all here tonight. Single, run, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and he is back on the mound to start the 7th.
You know, it's interesting. Ball game like this, your usual major league starter, you're wondering, okay, how much is left in the tank? With a guy like Scherzer, the evening's kind of just beginning for him now. He's got a chance to really put a stamp on the rest of the night after some really good things through 6.
Yeah, and this is where he has the extra gear, and you're looking for that shutdown inning for Max Scherzer right here, the legitimate shutdown inning, and you're wondering if running the bases like he did is going to affect him. I don't think it's going to. But you're looking at the strikeouts tonight for Max Scherzer. Fastball has been crackling at 95 to 97 with 2 strikes. And slider changeup combination has been good.
Grady Sizemore, top of the 7th. Starts him with 77 that misses. As mentioned earlier, these two have seen each other a lot. Sizemore 1 for 17 career. And that's what you would call a late swing on an off-speed pitch. And he goes with 94. He has struck out 6, but contact outs since the second out Franco of the 4th inning. Changeup, it looked like a fastball, and then it was gone. 1 out. Nissan will track it.
The giddy up in Max Scherzer's step right after the changeup. So there's the changeup. A little hop off the mound. Feeling it. Thinking closer mode right now. I got the lead. And I got this. Changeup tumbling on Exmo.
Equal opportunity for all. For his catcher and for the defense. Herrera on base twice. Toughest guy for Max to get out of any hitter he's faced this year. Fastball right in there, 94. Double in the 2nd, base on balls. Leading off the 5th, never got beyond second base. Look at that beauty at 80.
Oh, backdoor curveball. Matt Williams digging what he's seen from his right-hander.
Breaking ball, right side. Espinosa, 2 outs.
I got this. Peanuts are back in Woodbridge May 27th through June 2nd. Come out to the Fitz for Jersey Giveaway Night, Scout Campout, Championship Canvas Photo Night. I had to pause on Scout Campout for a second. SNL Jersey Night. For all your ticket promotional information, go to the website. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, or find us on the website at PotomacNationals.com.
Number 8 hitter, and Matt Thornton getting ready. Two outs into the 7th inning. Carlos Ruiz has struck out swinging and bounced back to the pitcher and taken strike 1. Hitters, pinch hitter next. So it'll be Hernandez for O'Sullivan if it goes that far. Strike two.
Well, these are the last 15 pitches that Dan talked about in his report earlier. This is the extra gear. This is the I got this. Every time in the 7th inning, just turning it up a notch. I got the lead. Here we go.
Fastball up. Ruiz up to center. And Max Scherzer up to his old tricks. He's made 9 starts this year. This is the 8th time he's gone 7 innings. It's our Hyundai 7th inning stretch at Nationals Park. Big crowd, big homer by Harper, and a big performance by Scherzer. The Nats on top 2-1.
No, seriously, I got this.
Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. What a night at the ballpark. 2-1 Nats trying to win their 6th in a row. And Luis Garcia will be on to take over for the Phillies here after 6 pretty solid innings by Sean O'Sullivan. Garcia, appearance number 22, 21 innings, 16 strikeouts, but he's hurt himself by walking 11 batters.
Well, in the Phillies' 10 losses this month, the relievers have issued 18 walks in 47 and 2/3 innings. And 9 of those 18 walks have turned into runs. Totals for the month of May, 24 walks in 58 1/3 from Phillies relievers.
That can unravel games, late innings in a hurry. Wilson Ramos, 1 for 2 career against him with a base on balls. Front door breaking ball is there at 86. And it's 0-2 to the Nats catcher, who's 0 for 2 tonight.
Garcia's got a good fastball. It averages 95 miles an hour. Slider 85, 84. 2-pitch guy.
Formerly a Nats farmhand, came over for a deal from the Dodgers for Ronnie Belliard back in 2009. Phillies signed him as a minor league free agent 4 years later. 28 years of age now, Luis Garcia. Count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the heater, 97th. 1 out.
Mercedes-Benz with the high fastball to Wilson Ramos. 97.
Clint Robinson and Espinosa.
A little cut to that 97 too.
Clint tonight, bouncing ball to second, and a hard line drive to center, caught by Herrera. They had him shaded that way toward left center.
Being told there was no handshakes for Max Scherzer when he came off the mound. So a guy that's averaging over 7 per start, the highest mark of his career, completed 7 innings in 7 of his 8 starts, and it appears that he might be still in this game.
Ripped. Base hit. Clint Robinson right by the backhand side of Chase Utley. And Clint Robinson has his 10th hit as a Nat in 43 at-bats. With more on Clint Robinson, here's Dan.
What can one double do for a big league ball player? Well, for Clint Robinson, it did a lot. He had a pinch hit double the other night in the Nats' comeback win over the Yankees. He'd been 0 for 8 in his last 8 pinch hit at-bats, and he told me today that that one double really boosted his confidence coming into today. He was flying high after that double, helping to contribute. As a pinch hitter, you don't get many opportunities, and those bad at-bats, those strikeouts, sit with you for a while. So Clint felt that that double really helped him from a confidence perspective, and he felt it coming into today as well.
Yeah, a couple good at-bats. Lined out to center last time. Single there. Michael Taylor running for him. Good night.
Yeah, Taylor in there for speed now and defense later. Danny Espinosa. And with the infield in a weird configuration, we'll see if Matt Williams might turn Michael A. loose here.
You know, I'm not big on showing shifts all the time because you see him, but how are the Phillies going to turn double play right here if the ball goes this way? He's got to get around here. I mean,
Chase Utley got to run a circle?
I don't know.
There's a guy who's at bat tonight has made a difference in this game. I don't know, maybe the Phillies are telling us with who's on first and who's batting that they have no intention of turning a double play, maybe hoping to get a lead runner. I mean, it would just have to be something a little unusual here.
Yeah.
Maybe the only way they turn one, FP, is on a comebacker to the pitcher or one right to Galvis on the left side. I do notice that they have Franco over to our right, and Chase Utley would be the guy going to the second base bag.
Maybe Galvis.
2-0. Hitters count. Taylor has to dive back in, but Howard never swiped a tag. Quick visit from Tony Tarasco.
See, now Galvis can turn it. He's going back to shortstop, so he's back where he should be. And if Espinosa wants to push a bunt to third, he's got a double.
Pretty good hitter on deck. And maybe not the swing or the pitch you're looking for there on 2-0.
Well, guy throws 97, you're 2-0, you're thinking, I'm going to get 97. Not the case.
Larry Boa alongside Ryan Sandberg.
Still, that's a free hit. I'm pushing a bunt as hard as I can to third.
Push it hard enough, it might be a double.
Ooh.
That's close, and they got him. Michael A. Taylor cannot let that happen, and that's the second out of the inning.
You saw the lean. Watch him lean. Little jab step. Tried to get back, and did he get him? That'll show it. Expo doesn't lie. What do you got? Yeah, good call by first base umpire Dan Bellino.
2 outs, base is empty. Espinosa did try to bunt for a hit with 2 outs.
Well, he's trying to turn the lineup over, so the situation changed maybe a little bit for Espinosa. Good idea. And Michael Taylor be the first one to tell you that can't happen. Although, I'd rather, and this is going to sound funny, have a guy picked off at first than thrown out at second. I'd rather have a guy being aggressive trying to steal the bag than get a bad jump and get thrown out at second base. It just never looks good, that's all.
Espinosa. And that's the end of the inning. Strikeout, base hit, kickoff, strikeout. To the 8th we go. Max Scherzer back to work in a 2-1 game.
In case you missed it, right around 7 o'clock we came on the air. There was a good old-fashioned standoff before this ball game. Aaron Harang, Aaron Barrett. Barrett gets the helmet on. Watch Harang here. This gets good. Chest protector, mask, glove. And the winner is Aaron Barrett. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 2-0. He's holding number 2 in the air. Remember last year in Colorado against Brandon Barnes, Aaron Barrett, undefeated heavyweight champion in the standoff competition.
Ready to rumble. Michael A. Taylor stays in, plays left field. Cesar Hernandez, 1 for 3 career against Max Scherzer, leads off for the Phillies. He'll be 25 years of age tomorrow. Switch hitting infielder. 3 for 14, 3 RBIs as a pinch hitter this year. Max Scherzer's 98th pitch is a swing and a miss.
Pitch number 99 coming.
Fastball up, still crackling.
Watch the body language after the pitch. And tell me he's not focused.
Hernandez kind of acted like he knew a changeup was coming, didn't bite at all. Let's see if he can guess along with Scherzer now. 1-2 pitch, target up, fastball up, it's fouled back. Haven't updated you on the Mets in a while. Bottom of the 8th at Pittsburgh. Pirates 4, New York 1. The Nats could lead by a game and a half at the end of the night. Target away. Milwaukee pounding Atlanta 10-0. Busted bat, right side. Espinosa, first out, 8th inning. Top of the order now, Revere and Galvis the next 2. Max Scherzer has given up 1 hit since the 3rd inning.
Follow the Nationals all season in 2015 with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, statcasts, and more, or radio. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet.
South of the border, it's radio.
Yeah, it is somewhere.
Ben Rivera, base hit, a broken bat, hitting 3 trips. Scherzer with that perfect running fastball to the outside edge, and all a hitter can do is flick it foul.
Nissan will track it. 94, some run to it. Revere late, almost fell over.
Here's the changeup.
I mean, there's some key outs coming in Utley and Howard, but Ben Revere with 9 stolen bases, a threat to always get into scoring position. This is a big sequence, big moment in this game right here.
Fastball up and a fly ball to Denard Span.
It's a big out.
2 outs in the 8th. So Thornton, who's been warming up, ready for Utley or Howard if the situation comes up, and Max Scherzer could prevent that here by getting Galvis. Perfect breaking ball, gets the up and in corner. Galvis 0 for 3, 3 for his last 23. Threw him another one. Danny Espinosa has it. And on a Friday night in Washington, D.C., how about the Mad Max show? Scherzer, 8 innings of 4-hit baseball. The Nats, 2-1. DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com. Enter promo code Dugout for free entry. And by your local BMW centers. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Nats looking for insurance. It'll be hard to get against a hard-throwing right-hander. It'll be Tyler Moore against Ken Giles, batting for Scherzer, and then Denard Span and Ian Desmond.
Yeah, mid to upper 90s fastball. He's got a good one. Slider pretty good to go with it. 21st appearance for Giles. 1.96 ERA. They getting 2.43. Look at righties hitting 2.89 off Giles, and something's wrong. The trainer's coming out for the Phillies with Ryan Sandberg to check on the right-hander. Got a little kit right there, doesn't he? What does he got? The trainer has something he's taken out. What are we featuring here? Got a blister? A cut on the thumb?
Yeah.
There it is.
Blood on the thumb.
Well, you saw what happened in Atlanta last night with Will Smith and the foreign substance.
Oh, yeah.
Freddie Gonzalez going out to check. And is blood a foreign substance?
Yeah, no.
I mean,
not unless you're cutting yourself on purpose to use it to your advantage.
Or if you're born in America. And, you know, last night with that, I was wondering, you know, where that stuff was made that was on his arm. Got suspended for 8 games.
So you're taking the literal meaning of foreign substance.
Well, if it was made in America, then it wasn't a foreign
Which a certain pitcher once said, I totally disagree with that. Vaseline is made right here in the United States of America. So he looks like he's okay, Ken Giles.
Good cut man right there for the Phillies.
Yeah.
It's a city where you probably know something about being a cut man.
Tyler Moore did not go to a neutral corner the last time he was in the ball game. 4th inning Wednesday night.
2 strikes, too. Don't forget that. And he fouled off a fastball away down the right field line to get the curveball down in, drop the barrel on it. And just gets out of here.
A pad scraper. Every time the Nats hit a homer, $250 to the Children's National Health System. So Tyler Moore, the latest to deliver, and it's for a great cause. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection. The Nats have added one by Harper tonight. Have hit 48 on the air. That was the Nats' second run the other night, and then Denard Span got the game-winning hit later on. Tyler Moore 0 for 1 career with a foul out against Ken Giles. And you noted when we saw him first in Philadelphia and then back here that he wasn't throwing as hard as last year.
We'll see if he's a little bit stronger now. That was early in the season, pretty cold out. Probably didn't have a good grip, but he's a guy that's upper 90s when he's right.
Couple of breaking balls, 86 on that one. Matt Thornton no longer throwing in the Nats bullpen. The closer is. And it'll be a tough ninth inning for Drew Storen with Utley and Howard the first 2. Moore guides that one to the right side. He saw 3 straight sliders from the right-handed pitcher. 1 out. Denard Span 0 for 3 tonight. He's been back for 24 games now, and Denard's been on base in 21 of the previous 23. One career plate appearance against Giles, and he walked. Haven't seen the heater yet.
Here it comes.
96 out of play. Great crowd tonight. 35,893. The Nationals drew over, really right at 90, actually 75,000 for the Yankee series. And now 35, almost 38,000 more here tonight. Or almost 36,000. Broadcasters should never even attempt math. Span jammed on 98. All right, his fastball's back.
That's why I just pick random numbers and exaggerate a lot, because I can't do that.
We can make sense out of the numbers. It's just hard to pass it along sometimes.
Yeah. I find that making things up is far more easy.
Denard thought that ball might come back, but it kind of backed up away from him. 2 outs.
How about a T-Mobile game changer? And Ian Desmond with a deep, and I mean deep fly ball to center field, and that scored Max Scherzer, who singled earlier in the inning. And Max is fired up. Shocker.
Look at Matt Williams watching him pass by. He knows that he sends something special out there every 5 days. By the way, Scherzer threw strike 1 to 18 batters tonight out of 29 and had 9 0-2 counts. Ian Desmond's had some success against Giles, 2 for 5. And I was thinking, if they throw the fastball there, they better get it inside. It missed in there, 2-0.
Ian Desmond up to 246.
Yeah, 7-game streak now.
It's weird how the numbers always have a way of working themselves out, and why you don't panic in April.
320 here. He got a 3-0 slider
from a guy that throws 100.
Yeah. Well, maybe he didn't want to see it leave at 102. There's the fastball, gets the inside edge, and the count is full. Two-one Nats, bottom of the 8th. We are poised for some kind of 9th inning. But Ed Desmond draws the walk, and that'll get Escobar in there with 2 outs, and you know who's behind him.
This is a chance to be aggressive if you're Ian Desmond at first with a 1-run lead. 1 stolen base on the year for Desmond, a guy that steals around 20 every single season. Let's see if Ken Giles gives him a chance to go here.
Short lead by Ian, at least on the first pitch. Then Escobar sees the fastball and is late for. 1 for 3 tonight, 48 hits on the year. Bryce on base, by the way, 2 more times tonight. Good take. Not much you can do with that heater. .95 upstairs, and Escobar not real happy with himself. Yeah, I'd say his fastball's back.
If the Nats hold on to win this, Max Scherzer should come out of the dugout, do an interview with Dan, and pour chocolate syrup all over himself. Because he was that good tonight.
slider jammed him short center, but out there is Galvis. He really got a good jump on that ball. Made it look like an easy play. The Nats have stranded 4. Here we go. Storen against some great left-handed hitters. College. Wednesday, May 22nd, 2013. Bryce Harper went opposite field, leadoff homer in the 6th, doubled with 1 out top of the 10th. They walk Ryan Zimmerman intentionally. Ian Desmond, who was batting cleanup, drove him home, and the Nats held on for a 2-1 10-inning win over the San Francisco Giants. Tyler Clippard got the win. Rafael Soriano had his 13th save of the year in that game.
How different does Bryce look without a beard?
Young.
He looked like he was 20 or something right there.
Yeah. Well, Drew Storen, ironically, trying to get his 13th save of the year. He'll have to get through some good hitters. First up, Chase Utley, who's 2 for 5 career against Drew, with a double and a base on balls.
That's a real deal save for Drew Storen. Max Scherzer pitched as good as you possibly could here tonight. Got a hit, scored a run. And now you have to face some guys that are swinging the bat well. Utley, Howard, Franco. It's a big boy save.
Utley tonight, 1 for 3 with a double. Hit one over Denard Span's head last time up with 1 out in the 6th. Scherzer slammed the door in the face of the Phillies by grounding out Howard and flying out Franco. Two and 0. Outfield very deep. Slightly to the left is Span. And Drew gets in the strike zone with 94.
Strange in a 1-run game. Chase Utley, a guy with pop, was taken all the way in a 2-0 count.
Yeah.
Usually you take if you don't represent the tying or go-ahead run. But Utley taken all the way.
Fastball up, and Utley a little bit late. The count's 2-2. Mercedes-Benz will track this one. Mets have lost at Pittsburgh 4-1. Nats have a game lead. They could make it a game and a half with 3 more outs. Defensive swing by Utley, and Desmond can't quite get there. Outfield so deep, nobody else had a chance.
That's the one thing you're susceptible to with the no doubles defense. You're guarding against the ball in the gap, the ball over your head, and right there. Chase Utley does a nice job of just putting the ball in play, and it was all on Ian Desmond, and this would have been an amazing play if he pulls it off. Tries to find it over his shoulder through the glove out at the last second, and Utley had notions about going for 2 right here based on the bounce. Got the slider, inside out swing. Time on the board.
1 for 3's Ryan Howard. Double play guy if you can get the grounder. But the Nats, of course, can't shift against him like they usually would with the runner aboard. Howard has hit into only 1 double play this year.
I think a younger Drew Storen thinks, uh-oh, the tying run's on first. And I think the more veteran Drew Storen thinks, I made a really good pitch right there. And Chase Utley just did a good job of throwing one in play that landed. And now I got to focus on the next guy.
Missing up high here. Couple of times. Target in. That's a pretty good slider, and looked like Drew took a little bit off the slider there. 83.
Well, it was a good call by Wilson Ramos. 2-1 count. Howard all in on the fastball, and he just threw a little wrinkle up there. Howard was way out in front. Late break. Good pitch. Good thought process.
2-2 now. Goes with a killer slider and strikes him out. Drew Storen, 22nd strikeout this year against only 3 walks.
You know, those 2 sliders, not typical Drew Storen sliders. Why? They looked like fastballs the whole way. There wasn't a lot of sweep to them. Almost like a fastball that just breaks a little bit at the last second. Maybe cutter action to it, but well done nonetheless. Howard way out in front.
First time ever Maikel Franco hits against Storen. And he had the right-hander buckling a little bit on that slide piece. Up the middle, Desmond, long way to go. And the ball off of him and then off of Espinoza. And with the play close by, Chase Utley, who I thought for a moment might go to third, decided to retreat.
I thought Chase Utley should have went to third. And I think he's kicking himself right now in second base. He had that all the way, and maybe his angle, he couldn't tell how far the ball kicked away. But right there, you're thinking game over, 6-4-3 double play. Perfectly placed up the middle, and you can't see from that angle, but that ball's still rolling away. This will show you a better angle, and I think had Utley just simply rounded the bag and kept going, look where the ball's going, away from Espinoza. He could have made it to third.
Brady Sizemore next. Sizemore 0 for 2 career against Storen. Tying run, second base. Into left. Should be routine for Michael A. Taylor. Broke bat. Comes in. 2 down. Now the crowd will rise. 35,893 tonight. The Nats 1 out away from their 6th straight win, and it would be their 7th in a row here at Nationals Park.
And in my mind, the toughest out in the Phillies lineup right now, at least the way he's looked here tonight. Herrera looked very hitterish all night long.
And he has a base hit in his only at bat this year against Drew Storen. Tough to strike out.
I said it was a big boy save. Here we go. Put your helmet on, buckle your chin strap, put your mouthpiece in. Game on.
Herrera, RBI double and a base on balls tonight. And the slider just stays outside. Couldn't stop his swing. Might have been ball 2. Instead, the count's even. Change up, 88, strike 2. He was betting fastball there.
This place is about to get loud, and I'll just let you listen.
Up and away for the strikeout. Drew Storen with his 13th save of the year. Max Scherzer will win again. He'll be 5-3. And the Nationals just keep on winning. 6 in a row, 7 straight at home, and 8 of the last 9 here. And for the first time in 3 years, the Nats have gone 18-4 over a 22-game stretch.
Well, you said it, they just win. You want to slug, they'll slug. You want to play 2-1 baseball, they'll play 2-1 baseball. They don't care. They're finding ways to win. And Bryce Harper, with his 16th home run of the year, got this party started. And just another lousy W for your Washington Nationals.
2-6-0 Nats, 1-6-0 Phils. Drew Storen continues to dominate as this ball club's closer. He's been fantastic. What a win for Scherzer. A big night in D.C.